It's match day.
13
is
of
approaching.
the Premier League.
Is approaching this weekend, and we have several matches. But as always, before we go there, we need to check what happened over the weekend. And early kickoff was Leicester City
Facing Chelsea.
Yeah. I think later on, that's when their coach was sacked. Chelsea, they had to hold and beat Leicester 2-1 as Leicester scored a late goal, which turned out to be a consolation. And that means Chelsea are still in the top 3 in the Premier League standings. Later on, we saw Liverpool.
Before going to Liverpool, I think we had a Chelsea correct score, right? Just that we didn't post it. Congratulations. You had
I had
2-1. I had 3-1
for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I'd actually forgotten about that. You see, when you do these things, okay, you get used to them.
But you know, someone should not ask us if we didn't get any of the other correct.
Yeah, other correct scores. We came so close with Arsenal actually, but we're gonna be mentioning that.
Yeah.
We had Liverpool, who are still at the top of the Premier League table. Kinda struggling against Soton, but at the end of the day, they got the job done with a 3-2 victory. Wanna say something about that?
Yeah, no one would have expected that game to go that way. I mean, especially Southampton went ahead like twice, I think. Which is interesting to see. But well, Liverpool did well to come back from that game and have a win, because they are now heading to a difficult fixture, especially facing some of the big teams. But we'll see how it happens. But for now, I think they're on a good run, which is good for them.
Well, the Gunners got back to winning ways, thrashing Nottingham Forest. The match, before it started, looked so tough and hard. But Martin Odegaard is back, and back with a bang. Now Arsenal are flying.
Yeah, brilliance, I think, for Arsenal as of now, or from that game, because they hadn't won in a while, I think. And winning against Nottingham right now is not easy. So 3-0 at home, and especially having benched some of the key players, I think that was a good move for Arteta and good result for Arsenal. We'll see who they face next, but having a clean sheet against Nottingham at home at this point, especially when they were leaking in so many goals, positive for Arsenal.
We thought Manchester City gonna bounce back. But unfortunately, it was a thrashing of the season, as they allowed Tottenham Hotspur to put 4 past them. And the birthday boy, Madison, grabbing a brace.
Wow. I don't know if it's the beginning of an end for Manchester City, but I think you watched that game and you have something to say about it. What's your takeaway?
I thought in the first 5 minutes, I even tweeted, City gonna kill Tottenham. I was wrong, because they picked up a yellow card, if not 8th second, is 15th second into the game, Bissouma. And I thought, now your defensive midfielder has been given a yellow card, means you need to be slow on tackling. But unfortunately it didn't happen, and they kept on pushing, and at the end of the day they were punished. Tottenham playing good football, they have a kind of good high press, and it worked for them against Manchester City. City, when it rains, it pours. And I think for Manchester City, when you start losing, there is a point where a team, when a team is facing you, they feel like those players made it. We can also do the same. I thought City gonna bounce back, but unfortunately it didn't work. Still missing their key player, Rodri, who has been making a lot of noise on social media since winning the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes it's not, you can't blame him for making a lot of noise. Ballon d'Or is very special.
He has nothing to do
and if
right
you think
now.
about it, when you have the Ballon d'Or and you are in the Premier League,
you're the best.
The media will always want to talk to you. Like they wanted to talk to Amorim. He was complaining, I remember, that I have had many media conversations that I had in Sporting. So I think it happens. You can't blame him. But Tottenham has always been that team to beat Man City ever since Pep joined the Premier League. City have always won when it mattered, though. When they want to win the league, I remember they had gone at least 5 games or so without winning at Tottenham Stadium. And they did Yet they went there, they won it and won the league. And recently as well, I think so. City only wins when it matters, but Tottenham has always been beating City these days.
On Sunday, the biggest team in the world, Ipswich, was held. United denied Ipswich 3 good points by forcing a 1-1 draw.
Big teams in your mouth like water. Anyway, I think...
what happened, bro? What happened?
I don't know. I don't have words right now, because I believe our season has just started. You know, where your season begins at the middle of the season. That's what's happening for us, and it's very hard to criticize and or have takeaway points. But I think it's a new setup. We have to give it time. And especially at Ipswich, you would expect whichever style you play, you have to win.
Yeah.
But then again, I think Ipswich stepped up and held a very good game. They were actually the ones who were supposed to win the game.
That's why I said they were denied.
But Onana made sure that he kept us in the game. Although we have a lot of problems at Man United, we'll see how it goes. I don't know who's facing next. We're facing, I think, Everton. We'll see how it goes. But
those are two struggling teams. And remember, one of them will have to win. Quick comment about Manchester United and Amorim. One thing, United fans, be patient.
That's all. Like, there's nothing else other than being patient.
Be patient, because don't demand too much from Amorim.
At this point,
United issues and problems are beyond coach. You need a lot of, what do you call it? Overhaul.
Right? Yeah.
Yes, you really need that.
That's so easy.
Go learn from what Liverpool did. Liverpool was struggling.
Yeah,
Arsenal was struggling, and they changed. They gave Jurgen Klopp a lot of time. They gave Mikel Arteta a lot of time. And do not be blinded by Carabao Cup. I know it's your World Cup.
You know, like I saw a story trending that Pogba had buried a hyena at Old Trafford.
No.
I'm starting to believe that.
He just say he buried Rock. I'm not calling Rock.
You mean Rock is a hyena?
No, I didn't say that. Come on.
Well, I think there are so many problems to sort out. But let's not waste a lot of time on Manchester United, because even the place where we are in the Premier League table,
on Sunday, actually, we don't have a lot of big matches, but maybe to ask you one of the matches, your prediction. Look like it's gonna be a good game this weekend, and one is Wolves taking on not Wolves actually, Nottingham. What am I saying? Crystal Palace versus Newcastle United. Remember, Newcastle United lost
2-0 to West Ham
United. Do you think they're gonna bounce back? What is happening?
I don't know. Newcastle is a hot and cold team. I don't know, but I think at home they have a chance. They are at home against Palace, right?
They're away.
Yes. I'm giving them a chance to bounce back. So something like 2-0 or 1-0 victory against Crystal Palace.
Close and possible.
Yeah.
Now we'll go straight to the first game, which will be on. Actually, we have a match being played on Friday, Brighton versus Soto, not massive one. But on Saturday, we're going to analyze just one match. London derby, West Ham United facing Arsenal at London Stadium.
Well, Arsenal are coming into this game with a great maybe confidence, or better confidence compared to the previous games, because their players are now back, and they also put up a very good performance against Nottingham, who are also in the top 6. So I think it's going to be an easy game for Arsenal. Not an easy, because in the Premier League there's no easy games, but it could be easy if you put in mind the form that West Ham are having at this point. The form is not so good. Their form hasn't been, I think they have so many losses at this point, except for winning against Newcastle. They haven't been playing so well.
But they beat Newcastle, they beat Man United. They think they are fan of United.
They only win when they want, and that's dangerous to have. When you are a football
you cannot
team.
count on them.
Yeah, you cannot count on them. So I think it's a London derby. We expect a number of goals. Most of the Arsenal players who started on the bench might most likely start in this one, and that means a strong start for Arsenal. So I'm seeing West Ham scoring, because it's a derby, of course. Somehow, sometimes you just find someone like Kudus getting on the score sheet. And for Arsenal, I think they're going to score 3 or 4, but I'm going to stick with 3, because I'm still learning the trend of what they'll have after their bad form of not winning and then now winning against Nottingham. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 kind of victory for Arsenal.
Right, truth be told, I was shocked when I saw Mikel Arteta rotating his squad so much. Maybe he was just doing it for the Champions League, because he saw the likes of Declan Rice and Thomas Partey getting back to the squad. No, it is becoming a competitive squad, and when you have a competitive squad, then it means you'll have the best, because if Partey is not doing well, we can have Jorginho there. If let's say Odegaard isn't performing, you can bring in Nanueri, just giving example. Of course, I doubt if Arsenal fans would love to see that. Playing against West Ham hasn't been that much of a challenge for Arsenal, but it happens. Football is football. We haven't seen the real West Ham. For the last 2 seasons, I've not seen the real West Ham, which used to challenge and come up at least top 6 in the Premier League. But now they are struggling. Arsenal, when you look at Arsenal's squad, they have everyone back. I think the only person who isn't in right now is Blanco. Ben White. Ben White is the only missing player. We saw after 2 seasons, close to 2 seasons, Kirantini is back. That means Arsenal have now full squad. It has been a challenge for the Gunners getting a proper striker up front, but Kai Havertz is doing his thing. Bukayo Saka, so everybody is scoring. Martinelli is back to scoring. I'm seeing Arsenal scoring more than 1 goal. And I had predicted a clean sheet actually for David Raya last weekend, and I'm seeing another clean sheet going forward. I'm gonna give Arsenal at least 2 goals. I'm also tempted to say 3-0 or 2-0, but which one do I pick? 2-0 victory for the Gunners. That's it for Saturday, and we go straight to Sunday. And one of the matches we'll have Chelsea up against Aston Villa.
That is a cracker of a match, because when you think about it, Chelsea sit 3rd on the table, while Aston Villa sit around 6th or 7th, having had very bad results in the recent matches, but still they are a team who can decide when to turn up as well. So it's an interesting match to watch, and Chelsea at home, they haven't been winning so many games. They haven't been drawing and winning so much away from home. But I still think that they have a squad which can still do well against Aston Villa. And I think what is killing Aston Villa at this point, we've been speaking about it ever since. This season, they are in one of the biggest competitions in world of football, the Champions League. And it affects them, you know. When it comes to rotating your players, when it comes to injuries, sometimes you lack the options to have in your team and have a good performance. That's why I think it's going to be a very difficult game, a very close one. Not sure who's injured for Aston Villa at this point, but I know they have a few problems with their squad, which is why they are struggling. That's why they even had to draw 0-0 against Juventus in their previous game. So I think it's going to be a goals galore kind of game, because Chelsea are used to those kinds of games where they are scoring and the opponent scores, but they try to outscore them. And it's going to be a very close game. So I'm tempted to go with a draw of 2-2, because I believe Aston Villa will not lose this game. But I feel like Chelsea at home have an advantage of scoring like something like 3-2. But I'm going to stick to the draw of 2-2 for me.
I have the same feeling. I feel now Chelsea's going to drop points this weekend. And Aston Villa don't have what is needed to stop the likes of Jackson from scoring. So with my thinking, of course, Chelsea are likely to win, and if to win is maybe something like 2-1. But then again, this match could mean a lot to Unai Emery. He needs that win, and is not likely to get it at Stamford Bridge, and that's why I'm gonna pick a draw of 1-1.
Very possible.
Right. Later on, we'll see Manchester United back at home playing against Everton. A
difficult game, of course, and the reason is this game maybe would have been easier if we were continuing with how we used to play, especially in the last few games under Ruud. But with the new manager, we have a new playing style, and it affects how we create chances. These players are not used to that kind of playing style. They have to adapt. Some of these positions that we have in that system of 3-4-3, we don't have the right players to fit in this position. So we have makeshift players playing in these positions. If someone asked me, I wouldn't play Dalot on the left wing back. I will try playing on the right wing back. If someone asked me a lot of questions, I'll try to answer them. But you know, I'm not the manager. The manager is trying to do or bring out the best of what he has available, because I'm not even sure if Dalot switches to the right wing back, it will still work, because it's a new system and we don't know. So, however, I have some good words for Ahmad. He's a great player, playing on that left wing back, having to track back and defend all the way. Right wing back. Yeah, and having to defend all the way and still grabbing that assist is something good to see. I'd like to see him on the front three though. So going to this game, I believe we still have a match that will be played in the midweek against Bordeaux in the Europa League.
What?
Yeah, that team. I know you know it. Why is it a concern for you? It's still a team that is in the Europa League, and don't be surprised if they get a result. Anyway,
Europa.
So I think the Everton match comes also too soon, because Everton is a team that doesn't want to lose any points at this point, but they're coming to Old Trafford, and I believe the Manchester United community and the fans, everyone will be watching this game, will want to give Amorim a good welcome at home. So that is one of the things that gives me confidence that we might win this game, or we will win this game. Defensively, I'm not so convinced, because as I said, we still don't have maybe the right players to be able to fill in all those positions. We're still on trial and error. That's why I'm thinking there's a possibility of Everton scoring, and there's also a possibility of us scoring at least 2. And that's why I think in this game, that's where we're going to score 3 goals, and I'm going for a 3-1 win for Manchester United. How about you?
Well, Manchester United is Manchester. They perform when you don't expect them, and they fail when you expect them to do better. And one word for Amorim: Amorim is a tactical coach. The only problem is, what he once delivered, the tools are not there. The kind of formation he is trying to deploy, the only player I saw lively is Ahmad. Only Ahmad. And man of the match maybe was denied one. Andre Onana. Those are the players who are playing to his style. So that means if now United have maybe 1, 2, 3 players adjusting to his style of play, then it means the club is in trouble. And when you look at the type of football Everton are playing, it's like football which we saw back in the days under Louis van Gaal, whereby you just need to sit back and kick the ball up front, maybe not. You can get a striker and they score. So if United play the same way they played against Ipswich, it is a team which I saw once they take the lead, they collapsed. Literally, Ipswich did everything. Ipswich had everything, ball possession and shots on target, everything, more passes than Manchester United. But United, at the end of the day, they got a point. If they repeat the same against Everton, a team which can score, it has what's the name of this that guy for going forward? Like
Calvert-Lewin.
No, the other guy. There is this guy who misses a lot of chances. I don't know his name.
From which country?
I don't know the country, but I think he's from England. Sorry? The Everton
striker?
Everton forward. A very huge man.
I don't know Calvert-Lewin.
Anyway, sorry? Calvin. No, not Calvin. So if United now allow this, because I saw the back line isn't back, because when you play the type of football of back 3, you need a natural fullback. I mean, when you play back 3, you need a wing back who knows how to track back. Same on the left, we call them LWB and RWB. If you don't have that, the style of back 3 will hurt you badly. And United might drop points in this match. And I'm seeing another repeat of 1-1 draw.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
I don't think we're dropping points on Sunday.
Yeah.
The Old Trafford atmosphere.
The atmosphere.
I can assure you.
I've been telling you.
I can assure you on this one.
Old Trafford, you cannot win there. Even United.
I can assure you on that one.
To.
We are not dropping points against Everton.
Right. Then we'll have a quick review of this Tottenham taking on Fulham.
All right. London Derby, a great match to watch. We expect a lot of goals. Tottenham at home always scores, and they allow opponents to score. We saw it against Ipswich. We will not be surprised if Fulham puts up that kind of performance as well. But I think Tottenham win 2-1. 2-1 win Tottenham.
I'm giving them the same correct score, so we don't discuss much about that. Fulham, somehow they lost track and they lost, was it to Wolves?
Yeah, and 4-1, I think.
Yeah, really terrible.
Yeah, at home actually.
Super Sunday, and the two teams at the top of the Premier League, they come head to head at Anfield. I'm talking about the defending champions and former champions of Corona, Liverpool.
No, a trophy is a trophy, and I'm sure if you are given any trophy in the expense of Manchester City's 111,
no,
I will still take it.
I will not celebrate.
Anyway, it's a great match to watch. I think number 1 and number 2, right?
Number 1 and number 2.
But the gap is still huge, and the teams behind Liverpool need to work a lot for them to catch up, because Liverpool are on a great form, especially in all competitions, and it's good to see. So it's a great game to watch, and it's a feature match. And when it's our feature match, we usually discuss to see overall, even the squads to see who's available and who's not. And I think for Liverpool, Alisson is still away, right?
But I think he has resumed training, but this match comes too early for him.
But the good thing is, Kelleher is still putting in a very good shift. And the good shift, even saving penalties, even at the international level, and keeping clean sheets even, and it's good to see. So, in terms of injury, I think Liverpool have every players who are fit to play this game, key players.
Yeah.
When we go to Manchester City's side, I think they had so many concerns.
Yeah.
But some of these players are coming back to the team.
KDB,
I think KDB is now fully fit to play. Doku is back in training, I should think, and it's good to see for Manchester City.
Yeah.
And when we look at head-to-head or form, maybe let's start with the form. I think it's pretty obvious for Manchester City because
Liverpool unbeaten probably for the last five games.
Yeah, and for Manchester City,
Man City beaten for the last five. Yeah,
which is very easy to say that if you look at the form, then it's leaning towards Manchester City. If you look at the head-to-head, especially at Anfield, Manchester City, the last time they won at Anfield is 2021. They won 4-1, but it's a different time because I think at the time, after Liverpool won the league, they were struggling. I think there's a point where they finished 5th in the league, and I believe that's the season. So in terms of head-to-head at Anfield, the last few games ended in a draw, but Manchester City haven't won for some time now, and it leaves you with a question of where is this game gonna be won? So I think it's leaning towards Liverpool, of course, because
on paper
of how they play, of the form, of how fit their squad is, and actually just the motivation, the morale to keep going, because they won against Real Madrid, and it was a first win in a long time against Real. I think in the last 8 games they played Real Madrid, they had never won, but they still won. So they're coming with great momentum, great mentality, great motivation, with form to beat the second and have a gap, But football is football, and a lot of things happen when football is played. The ball bounces. So I think the key players to win this game, we know them because we watch Liverpool every day and we see Salah doing his thing. We also see Diaz when he's on form. Sometimes he does his thing.
Szoboszlai as well.
And I like the way Ancelotti is trying to rotate them, especially maybe bringing some substitutions on, because when I was watching the Champions League very closely, and I saw him putting in Gakpo, and Gakpo had a goal, McAllister is also doing a great job in the midfield, scoring some of the goals. So I think there is a chance Liverpool could overrun Manchester City, especially in the midfield, because Man City are not being too physical at this point. They look like they lack fitness or the fighting spirit towards the end, because losing to Tottenham 4 goals at home is just disaster. Anyway, prediction. It's going to be all the teams scoring. Manchester City will score, Liverpool will score. But at the end of the day, Liverpool will edge Manchester City. That's why I'm thinking there's a big chance Liverpool will score at least 2 goals, and they will win 2-1 against Manchester City. Maybe Haaland will score the consolation goal for Manchester City. That's my prediction.
Possible, but I want to give a different prediction. I know last time, for the last 2 days, for the last 2 weekends, I've always been saying City will bounce back. But now I'm back here to give another. Anyway,
you write back like Reece James.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Let me tell you one thing. When Pep Guardiola, like during his interview, I saw he admitted, yes, pathetic performance. I remember Tottenham fans were singing, "You'll be sacked in the morning." After that, and now he knows he has to bounce back, and it's a very huge match up against league leaders, a team which doesn't look like dropping points. And now this is when Manchester City will have to step up. They'll do everything, because we saw Liverpool play against Real Madrid, and Real Madrid were pinned down on their own half. That doesn't mean Liverpool are so good. It's just like Real Madrid are so bad. And now I know many people are predicting Liverpool versus Manchester City game based on Champions League match you watched in the midweek. Well, could be true, could be not, but it is time for now. Pep Guardiola knows another defeat, he is likely to drop to 5th outside top 4. I don't see him allowing this to happen, And that's why I think this is time for Haaland to get a brace at Anfield and silence the cops. I'm giving Liverpool. I love it when Werimo laughs because that's when I get the correct score. I'm giving Manchester City a 2-1 victory over the Reds.
No, you are giving Liverpool something.
No. I'm giving Liverpool a defeat.
Anyway, this is football, as we said. It bounces and somehow it gets in your own net even when you don't want it, and it's possible. Maybe you're watching from home and you're wondering, who's this guy predicting Man City? Anyway, everyone below Liverpool wants Liverpool to win, except for Manchester United because we don't care. They are our rivals.
No, you don't care. Not that. No, Manchester does. You cannot say United don't care, but whatever the results, you're just okay with it. It's like Gor Mahia playing and they're winning.
It doesn't matter.
Affect
that's
United.
Why I said it doesn't matter for us.
Your number?
And that's why I don't want Liverpool to win, but
what
they have a big
right
chance of
now?
winning this game.
United.
We are around there.
We are
around there.
How many points above Sutton?
We are around there. Just know we are around there.
You see,
and
I love
win,
it. Before you go to kick
if we win against Everton.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about that. I want to talk about that.
Wait. You're watching out there and you're wondering what kind of prediction this guy had. You drop it in the comment section. Let us know between Liverpool and Manchester City what you think. We will be reading all the correct scores that you get out there because we also like it when we see you contributing to what we have here. Because we have so many fans, by the way, from Cape Verde to Cameroon to wherever. So when you come to our comment section, it helps us know that we also have people from a certain country who have very good football knowledge. So that is it. Then we go to kick tip. Or what did you want to say? Let me give you a platform.
I was saying you keep on doing calculations for the last, let's say, five years. You'll tell me if Manchester United beats Ipswich, Arsenal lose to Nottingham Forest, Chelsea,
the gap is 1 point.
Chelsea gets held by Leicester City, and Rock doesn't visit his ex-girlfriend. United will come to. You will close the gap
to 2 points.
That has been the story.
Sometimes those mathematics have worked.
Because when? Give me an example. People be realistic. When?
Give me time. I gave you your time. Now give me my time.
Okay.
When people thought that Manchester City would beat us in the FA Cup, guess what we did? We sent Chelsea to the Conference League. And I've seen some meme where a certain old man, Nigerian man, sitting with small kids in a classroom. People are saying this is Chelsea, the conference. So we do sometimes mathematics work. Anyway,
wait. Who made the arc?
Which arc?
Noah's. That's the team Chelsea are facing.
Exactly. Anyway, we go to kick tip and some amazing performances, especially from our leader now, Amo 93, who had 12 points from the last match day. And it drove him all the way to the top of the kick tip table. And then he's followed by Mav Hetha, who had also 10 points in the match day. And he has 143 total points at number 2. And then we have number 3. So I'll name the top 5 this time.
You want to fix yourself there? No, the rule is 4.
The rule is 4.
Yes,
okay.
4. I want just 4.
And then we have number 3, who's Vincent, with 142 points.
Okay.
Just one place. He moved one place above where he was. And then we have 2 number 4s. Martin.
No. I just want number 4.
You'll sit here. You'll sit on the screen.
I want number 4.
Or you want to confirm?
Yes. Now let me confirm. let me read number 4.
So we have Martin number 4 with Werimo.
That's it.
So Martin has 142 points and Werimo has 141 points. So whatever you want to do with that information is none of my business. But it is what it is. So if you want to play the kick tip, remember to join through the link that is in the description section and in the comment section as well. All our socials as well, we will line them over there so that you can also join all our socials and see how we engage with our fans. And I think for match day 13, that is all from us. And wishing all your teams good luck, especially my team, Manchester United fans out there. I think this is going to be the first win against Amorim.
Against Amorim?
No,
yes.
For Amorim against Everton. And it will be good to see. So welcome.
I love your words, bro.
Welcome to Old Trafford, Mr. Amorim. And that is it. My name is Brian.
They call me Vincent.
And this is the Liquid Sports Show.